Boom! So basically, we went home for the summer.
She went home. I stayed in Kentucky.
Oh yeah, so that was the issue. I went home for the summer, and TJ was still in Kentucky.
Football.
First of all, let me say this first though. College, there's a lot of drama that happens in college. Okay, so now looking back on things, I think differently than how I did before. But
It's so good. You can
whatever. But at the time, it was, I mean, we weren't very mature in our relationship. Either of us, really. If you think about it. I mean, especially in college, both being athletes, there's a lot of, like, hearsay and opinions on both sides, no matter what. You know, you hear things from people, and people have their opinions of your relationship, and there's a lot of outside noise that happens.
But me, no, I was never distracted by those because
Whatever.
this is my strongest muscle.
So basically, we got in a really bad argument that led to us breaking up. We're not going to go into the whole argument, whatever.
Let me explain what I did all summer though. All summer I was doing football workouts at 6 a.m., more workouts later, and then I worked 8-hour shifts, sometimes from 4 to 12, sometimes from 8 to 4 a.m. and stuff like that. So, you know, I was tired a lot. Basically we got an argument because I fell asleep, then text her back because, you know, I fell asleep randomly. There's just a bunch of, like, trust issue stuff that we worked through now. Let's get that straight. But at the time, you know, she didn't trust little on me.
Innocent me. No, because we were both in the wrong. In the whole situation.
Huh?
No, listen, let me talk.
What did I do wrong?
I was in the wrong first for assuming things. I will admit that.
Uh-huh.
So I was in the wrong for that. And, you know, I blew things way out of proportion and things got out of hand, whatever. And I got angry about certain things. Where you went in the wrong was he
Oh, we only got to talk about that.
had broken up with me through text message while I was at work. And then
quit the booze. I know. Quit the booze.
And then refused to answer my phone call.
But let me explain. Because she was my first serious relationship. The reason I did it through text, because for me, I felt like it'd be easier. I'd get to say what I get to say, and it wouldn't be all that, you know, quivering and shivering and all that.
But do you see how that's kind of selfish, though?
Can I finish talking? At the time, like I was saying, I thought it was easier, blah, blah, get things done. She can read it and process what I was saying instead of, over talking over me and stuff like that. And I felt it was easier. And then I didn't want her to have to hear it from my voice. I felt like that would have been even worse. But, like I was saying, I learned through relationship advice and advice from Uncle K, you feel me? Goda.
Don't call him Uncle K.
That's Pop. He old now. And old lady Rachel. And I also had help from other people.
Continue.
And I also had help from other people who helped me realize, oh yeah, it was bad to message her. Oh yeah, freaking Kenzie also. She freaking yelled at me. I was like, God dang. Kenzie is Uncle K's youngest sister. She's like, I was wrong. I was like, dang.
Either way, so we went through this whole breakup, blah, blah, whatever. It actually was a pretty long breakup. I mean, we were apart for 6 months, which, I mean, I guess that's not that long to some people, but I guess in the grand scheme of our relationship, it was pretty long.
But then, during the breakup, you know, I was there too irresistible, so she kept trying to come back. I was like,
Anyway,
but
the one that came crawling back was you.
First of all, I didn't crawl. I walked. Yeah, I walked again.
He decided.
No, first let's wait. But towards the end of our breakup, before we got back together, we ended up being on good terms. She wished me good luck at my last football game, which I got concussed, or last football game of that season. But I got a concussion, so I blame her because I feel like her good luck was really more of like one of those voodoo things. So she put it in the air to let something bad happen to me.
Doll in the head.
Yeah. Still play the rest of the game. Couldn't catch any picks because my brain wasn't moving fast enough.
Okay, this isn't a concussion story.
You're right. My bad.
But anyway.
But anyways, yeah. So we were on good terms ish. And then one night I was like, you know what? I'm tired of all these fast females coming in and out of my life. Oh.
Rewind a little bit.
Oh, Jesus.
So TJ turned 21 while we were not together. And so his birthday was a few weeks before homecoming. And homecoming is like pretty big where we went to school, and like the town is really small. So there's a lot of people in one area, a lot going on.
First, let's make sure they know the basics. My 21st first time I drank, I didn't get blacked out. No. I just drank.
You already said that you had a drink.
And then 2 weeks later was homecoming, which is the second time I drank alcohol. And I won't lie, not knowing how to drink, I blacked out. Sorry, Mom.
This is my story. So, yeah. So then we all ended up going to the same bar, which, I mean, was going to happen. There's only like one bar in the whole freaking town that everyone went to. So anyway, so I'm out with my friends. He's out with his friends. And so we like see each other at the bar, whatever. And so I'm like, I'm not talking to him. Like,
She finally decided she wasn't gonna talk to me at party.
Yes.
She trying to make it seem
Get
like
out of here.
She trying to make it seem like because all the other parties and stuff, she would come up to me and try to talk to me. And stuff. So let's get that straight.
Back up. Anyway, so let me fix this. Okay. So yeah. So I'm like, I'm not talking to him, whatever. And then so he decides, like, one of my really good friends that he was still friends with, whatever, he was talking to her. And
big head, Abby?
Yeah. And then so I'm like, don't talk to my friends, blah, 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 like getting all mad because, okay, I was very aggressive during this time in my life because I was coping and shouldn't have been coping with the amounts of alcohol that I was drinking. But that's, it's in the past. There's nothing I can do about it now. So anyway, so I'm getting all mad and I'm like, don't talk to my friends. They're not your friends, blah, blah, whatever. So he walks away.
But Abby stayed by my side.
So he walks away. And then like 2 seconds later, I get a text. I still love you.
Whoa.
That's exactly what the text said.
That's what it said, but that's not how it was said through my text.
Well, how was it? I still love you.
No. It was like this.
It was like, I still love you.
I still love you.
Whatever. So, yeah, I get this text and then I get all mad because I'm like, oh, heck no. And so...
I was blackout at this moment, people. I did not know I sent that text.
And then I catch him flirting with this other girl. And I'm like, you, let's go.
Not flirting.
I'm like, you, let's go. We're talking outside. So then we had like a whole conversation outside. Not really a conversation. I was basically yelling at him. He was wearing sunglasses. I hated it. So I said, take those sunglasses off. You're talking to me. I ripped off his face. And then he threw
Which caused me to regurgitate.
He threw up everywhere.
Whoa, hey, let's not make it too nasty, babe. I threw up.
Everywhere.
Because she...
And I had to help him. I had to help nurse him back to health.
She had to help me because she caused a problem. So
and
really, did she do anything extra good?
And then I was nice. I could have left him there throwing up everywhere, and I didn't. And so I went back in and tried to find his friends who were gone. So then I had to find his other teammates who thank God were there. And I was like, hey, just so you guys know, I don't know who he came with, but whoever it is, they're not here anymore. And he needs to go home. So his friends were like, thank you so much. We'll take care of him.
Jed actually took care of me while somebody, Kaylin, okay again, wanna record me and freaking paparazzi me basically.
He needed the memories.
Humiliated me. Had the light all up in my face.
All right. So anyway, fast forward. All
We'll
the way.
show y'all a short clip of that. Are you able to?
Yeah, I can add a clip.
Yeah, we'll show y'all that clip.
So fast forward. Why are you not in it?
Oh, we're not at the story. I'm getting that.
So fast forward back to him crawling back to me.
Walking.
So yeah, he texted me at like 2:30 in the morning. This is like a few nights before I leave to go to college nationals, which is very serious. And I'm like, oh heck no. So I didn't answer, but I forgot that I had my red receipts on for him. So in my mind, I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't leave you on red on purpose. I honestly forgot because I was like, what the heck? And then I like. Yeah, so I didn't text him back because I was like, what the heck, I'm focusing on me right now. You know, I'm trying to like go through practice, get my mind right, whatever, some serious time. And then finally I realized that my red receipts were on and I was like, oops. So I was nice and I texted him back and I was like, hey, you know, I'll talk to you when I get back from nationals.
Hey, you know, I still love you. We'll talk. Just don't forget that part. Shit. I still love you.
First of all, it was not said like that.
How is this after
like,
your text?
I still love you, baby. I still love you.
Yeah. Freak, you got my shirt on again.
Because I wanted to.
Anyways,
Anyway. So yeah, so then, whatever, I go to nationals, come back, and then we met. I made him buy me coffee. And then, yeah, so we met and we talked, whatever, and then... I think didn't we talk about how, you know, like, we had issues that we had to, like, figure out and all that stuff?
But I knew she was coming back.
Why? Can you, like, be in the frame?
Oh, sorry. I knew she was coming back. You feel me?
Don't even.
She's like, it's gonna be a while till I trust you again. A week later, I had to trust back.
Anyway. So, yeah, so we got back together. And then...
Senior year.
That was before senior year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was right before.
So that was like...
It's COVID. When COVID
But that
started.
was like spring semester.
The spring semester.
And then we had the
junior
whole...
year.
Yeah.
And then COVID, we went home. Then I stayed home, worked.
Yeah.
Slavery.
Yeah, so basically we got back together, whatever. I went through the rest of... So we lived in a house together with two of my other teammates.
Technically, it was supposed to be 3 people in the house, but you know, I was under the cover from
Anyway, so yeah, that was all unnecessary. We lived together for our last year of college, and then we graduated, and then we moved down here to good old Georgia.
Wait, we're forgetting something.
What are we forgetting?
We lived together. It was nice. It was awesome.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and then we graduated.
We graduated.
And then we literally moved down here.
Spent our graduation party in Myrtle Beach with her fam bam.
Yep.
Then,
and then we came back and then we packed up.
Then we got a U-Haul. I had to drive that John 6 hours all the way down
we passed
to
that
my
bad
folks.
boy up.
To my folks' house. Stayed with them for a week. Ivory. Hey, why aren't you in this store? Oh, while we were living together senior year, yeah, we got a cat.
Hey.
Hey, you're forgettable. Your mom just said it.
Hey. Ivory.
He's
sleeping.
I'll get him awake real quick. Oh! Quick.
Come here.
Man, I should have showed y'all that. That boy said.
Where's the straw?
Come here.
I want to know the straw's over here. Get his bell.
Come here.
Get his bell.
Anyways, while we were living together, our senior year,
we had a baby.
We had this thing.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. And then we all moved down here while we stayed with my folks.
We moved into our apartment that we're in right now, and then we started working. And here we are.
We worked. Whoa, here we are. Jesus.
Well, I know. I'm missing a big part. I know. We're getting there.
Here we are. That's past there.
Well, here we are in this apartment that we moved into.
We went into an apartment a week later after being with my folks. We worked hard, blah, blah, blah. spent Thanksgiving at my brother's house because he lives in North Carolina now in this beautiful house with his wife. Oh wait, summer. The summer first,
No
my
way.
brother got married. Yeah,
Well, yeah, because that was
I
what
was the best man.
that was a month after you moved in, right?
Yeah.
About
And
ish.
he got married in South Carolina. They now live in North Carolina. Traitors, but it's okay. It's okay. But anyways, then we had Thanksgiving at my brother's, and then we agreed because we wanted to make sure it's even. We had
Because
Thanksgiving with my family.
My mom is crazy, and she will not let me miss Christmas. So, Mom,
So we went
if
up
you're
to-
watching this, I'm probably still
You're
gonna come
welcome.
home. I'm still gonna come home every Christmas.
But yeah, we spent Christmas / New Year's with her family. Went up there, had Christmas. It was awesome. Next day, went to a Patriots
I went to
game.
the Patriots game.
We lost though.
And TJ was planning a surprise at the Patriots game that didn't happen.
What was it? I wasn't planning anything. Let's get this straight. I don't plan anything. Now, if it happened, I might have done it. But then it got too cold.
He had a little something with him.
But then it got too cold, and I was like, nope, that's definitely not happening. She kept her drunk behind, and her drunk siblings and all kept wanting me to lift her up. I'm like, no, not happening. Y'all think my hands? I'm a Southern boy. I love the heat, the hot, the heat, and the hot. I don't do cold, and it was freezing. I was about to leave, especially since we were losing. So it was awful. But anyways, then was it New Year's Eve? New Year's Eve come around. I was like, look, like 30 minutes before. I was like, yeah, might as well propose.
First of all, no.
Before we left for New Hampshire, I just decided to buy a ring. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go buy a ring.
And so this whole time we were home, I had like somewhat an idea that it was gonna happen.
Because of
And then-
one of our old coworkers told her.
And then it kept like someone kept hinting at it. Not kept hinting, but someone hinted at it on accident. It wasn't it was on purpose, but he was drunk.
Drunk brother. Joseph.
And so that whole time, especially after that, I was like, okay, so it's gonna happen. And then it kept not happening, and then we were leaving on the 2nd, and so it's New Year's Eve, and I like woke up and I had like a pit in my stomach, and I was like, it's happening today, I already know it. So were you gonna propose when we went to dinner that night before I told you I needed my nails done?
No.
Oh, so we went out to dinner.
I told you I didn't plan. I don't know when I was gonna do it. I didn't plan anything.
So we went out to dinner the night before New Year's Eve. And so I mentioned to him, I was like, you know, like if you ever propose to me, you better make sure my nails are done. And he was like, all on board with that. And then so the next day, I planned to go get my nails done with Megan.
That's not say all on board with that. I just like, if you want your nails done, go get it.
Yeah. So anyway, so then I planned to get my nails done with Megan. And Megan, I love you. You're the worst liar in the world. And I am sorry that I tested you like that. Because the whole ride.
Basically, I can't trust anybody with anything.
No, Megan, she did a good job. No, Megan did a good job.
Megan did better because I told her family to stop messaging her. I was like, if y'all don't stop messaging this girl, she knows. I told her what to do.
So Megan, I'm with Megan. We're on our way.
Nervous, poor Megan.
We're on our way to go get our nails done. So I'm with Megan this whole day, and I know Megan. I've known Megan for what, 17 years now? I don't know, some crazy amount of time. Stop, because it's gonna pick up the sound.
Sorry.
So I've known Megan for a while, and I know that she's a terrible liar because I've seen it in action.
It's awful.
And so she gets nervous, and so I'm honestly a terrible friend for this.
Oh, no, I'm like
So
personally.
because I'm asking Megan all these questions. I'm like telling her, I'm like, man, I really feel like TJ's gonna propose today, and she was like, why do you think that? And I'm like, I don't know, like I woke up and I had like this like pit in my stomach, and she was like, well, if he proposes and he didn't tell me, I'm gonna be so mad. And so like she's doing a good job like trying to play this off.
Tell me real quick though. This is how Megan usually lies. So just ask me a question. Or no, I'm gonna just imitate Megan. What? The sky is red. she just starts smiling extra hard, and
It's
she
the shoulder
starts, yeah,
shrug.
she goes like this, like, and she doesn't make eye contact.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
No, but so before I even meet with Megan, I'm talking to my mom, who's an even worse liar because she over explains.
Mind y'all, I told them, because when we decided 30 minutes, 30 minutes to an hour before, I said, just let everything happen. Don't message anybody, anything extra. Don't do nothing. And they just said no.
So this is
we're
a
not
few
listening.
hours before. And so she, all of a sudden, we have all these plans that I did not know about until right now, this moment.
Yeah.
That apparently we had dinner reservations and we were going to this place, and then afterwards I had to go to my grandmother's because she was going out of town, and like all this crazy stuff. And I'm like,
I was like, y'all doing too much.
Heck?
Too much.
And so I'm like acting like all skeptical, and I'm like, okay, so something's happening. And so back to Megan. So I'm with Megan, I'm asking her all these questions and stuff. She did a really good job for like being Megan. And then so we go and get our nails done. It takes us like can you stop?
Touch her, look at you.
So it takes us way longer at the nail salon than I expected it to. And so we had like a time frame. Like they were like, you need to be here by this time. And I'm thinking, so I didn't know exactly what part of the story was correct and what wasn't correct. So I'm thinking we actually had dinner reservations. And I thought he was just going to do it before or there, whatever. And so I'm like, we need to go. And so get my nails done, whatever, we're leaving. And then we get to my grandmother's house. And this was honestly the funniest thing Megan could have said. So we get out of the car, and I noticed that there's lights wrapped around like the back porch. And I'm like, do they normally put lights out there? And so we're walking up to the front, and I'm like, wow, those are pretty lights. And Megan goes, yep, it's my favorite part about Christmas. And I was like, I knew it in that moment. I was like, no way. And then she let me walk in first and everything. And so I walk in first.
My turn. Because we got to show a little flashback now, my side story.
Okay.
You know, you feel me? Like I said, 30 minutes before, went to her grandmother's house. I was just like, you know what,
Nana.
Michelle?
Call her by her name.
But I was, you said your grandmother's house 20 times. Anyways, her Nana's house. I was like, you know, Chanel, just decorate it however you want to, because
My mom's a control freak.
She gets it from her mother. Anyways, so I was like, yeah, you just decorate it. So I didn't even know how it was going to be decorated until I got back, because I had to make trips back and forth so that people didn't have their cars in the wrong area to where I would see all the cars and get too suspicious, even though by that time I was like, yeah, y'all told her too much stuff to do. So, but anyways, yeah. So I get back, see it. I was okay, it's nice. Had some of her friends, some of her family, all that over. And she walks in. I cue Joseph. I keep wanting to say JoJo, but then I say Joseph. I cue Joseph to play music. This Is Why I Love You by Major. This is why I love you.
Okay, that's enough.
Ooh.
We're getting copyrighted.
No. Oh, we could?
No! Why did you just sound like that?
Are you serious, Cookie? I don't know the
No,
rules
I don't
about
know.
that. But anyways,
Continue.
playing that, I tell them, I cue the music, and then they're all in a wall, and I'm behind them, on one knee, of course, on bended knee. And Ali opens the door. It's a slide door, so she walks in, and then as soon as she gets in position, they split like the Red Sea, and I'm right there. Take her by her hands. Obviously, this is a proposal.
That's not the first thing you said.
Yes, sir.
No, so neither of us really remember what all was said. But
So I made
So-
it up as I
because
went along.
you started saying like stuff like, you know, I love you, blah, blah, whatever. And then he lets go of one of my hands and he goes, obviously this is a proposal.
And then I remember throughout I'm telling her, oh, stop crying. But anyways,
Yeah, turn
then I
up a little bit.
proposed. She turned me down.
No,
But-
I did not.
You did it?
I said yes!
As soon as your
hold on.
pale hand.
Oh!
So she says yes. We shoot out some clips of that as well. Can you
Yeah, I'll add some.
insert here. But yeah, now we're engaged. What's today? 25th, 25, 31, 28. Oh, so now we're engaged 76 days later. I think that's the right math.
What?
31 plus 28, that's 59.
It's been almost 3 months. Either way.
59 plus 25.
So it's been almost 3 months. But
Yeah, 73, like I said.
But yeah. So now here we are.
We're
engaged.
Is that where we're at now?
And
We're engaged.
we live and married together. And that's where we're at so far.
And now basically I'm trying to get my acting career off the ground. She's doing great with her personal trainer, trying to get it further along. And we're trying to get this YouTube thing, you feel me?
So like if you're an agent and you want, you're looking for like an actor or something, like
Actor, singer, dancer. I can do it
dramatic AF.
all. Language. ALLY.
You're an idiot. Oh my gosh.
You see, I can just quickly switch like that. It's nothing.
But yeah, so here we are now. Stop doing that. This is not for you.
Okay, but yeah, and if you ever, why were you giving each other shout outs? But if you ever need, personal training, you want to get your body right, you feel me? Go ahead, show her. Right, you can hit up Shawty right here. Dang, look at that. I didn't really mean to do that part.
Whatever.
But yeah, we're just living life, having fun.
We
trying
decided
to grow in our career
decided to record the rest of our life.
Yeah.
And have fun stuff. Just
because if
just
you're
to
not
have the
having
memories.
fun, you're not living. If you're not enjoying what you do every day, then why are you doing it? I mean, granted, we have to grind right now, but I mean, if you're not striving to get to the point where you enjoy what you're doing every day, then why are you looking? And you don't want to do it to where you overwork yourself and not able to live your life. So, yeah.
No, that's it.
Nope, that's it. Ivory. Who's looking at like that? Beat you senseless.
Don't touch my child.
I don't actually beat him. I promise you that. Please.
But
do not
anyway,
call,
so
TSA. The TSA.
Yeah.
That's airport.
So thank you for watching another video, and thank you for supporting us and following along our little journey of life.
And even if y'all don't watch it, just go ahead, click on it, go scroll through a little bit, let it play for a few seconds, scroll through some more. We get the views. You go ahead, click the like. It doesn't hurt.
Or just watch the whole thing.
It doesn't hurt.
That'd be nice too.
And then subscribe, share it, all that good stuff. Help us. Help me, help you, help us, help we. Help him.
Anyway, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.